All right, welcome to another episode from the chart readers, and I am almost at a loss for words here. All right, I very much said on my last video that the Trump stocks are not finished. All right, this is not about what you think of the man. This is not about who you're gonna vote for. This is what momentum looks like. This is why volume is king. This 28 million is nothing compared to PHUN as well, pushing 690 million, right? So I mean, there is a lot of attention on the guy. There is a lot of attention on these stocks, and yeah, I mean, this is just getting going. All right, now listen, this 98 RSI for sure scares me. All right, I am never here talking about memes, squeezes, stuff like that. I do my best to keep the crazy in check, all right? And I'm going to give you my thoughts here for sure, and I'm telling you, they're going to be nothing about going crazy. Look, I don't know if you saw it, but there were moments where this thing like ran into the 50s after hours. It's dropping right now. There's some crazy things happening, all right? I will just let you know this, all right? Give me a second, because I literally just said it, dude. I wish I prepared stuff. Here we go. Look, I sold a bit of DWAC before. Like, I'm about to make videos. You know, I make these videos live, right? Unscripted, unrecord. Blah 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 blah. I can't get the words out. There's a lot going on, right? Like, this is some crazy action. Yeah, let me try to make this video. This one's crazy, right? Like, across all four of these. Okay, so hey, the last thing I do want to say is I didn't even realize Mark was connected. A bunch of comments threw it at me. I was ready for Mark today. I love this place, man. This is a beautiful two-way street here, all right? So before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that, I mean, got destroyed here, right? And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, anything you can do helps me so much with these YouTube algorithms, especially if you can share it. My accounts aren't that big, they're growing, but if you can share, oh man, it does wonders, okay? So, and then if you have not already, check out the Discord group. You can see, I mean, I can't even imagine how many pops are going to 72 results on DWAC alone. How many on PHUN? Another 91 on PHUN. We started talking about Mark a bunch too. That one's climbing, and then the last one's going to be Rumble right at 18. So I mean, to say that these were the focus is a crazy understatement. All right, there is so much going on. It's funny because on the last video, obviously PHUN did significantly better, right? And one of the things I said was I personally rank DWAC, whatever you want to call it, above PHUN. Like, when I think Donald Trump stock, I think of this one, DWAC. All right, so to me, it was a little surprising, and again, I'll flash it real quick. I'm obviously going to talk about it in a second, but it was a little surprising to see this super pop and actually the hold and a delay. And it's embarrassing to call it a delay, right? Because the delay was going from 18 all the way to basically 26, right? So that's a fantastic percentage on its own, right? But I was surprised PHUN rocketed, right? I don't know what else the word was, and DWAC did not. Today it happens, obviously, right? We're looking at regular hours. You know, I care more about regular hours than after hours. This is a tough one because this one post-market can do some crazy things. So I'm not necessarily going to say ignore it as much as I normally do. But to me, this is what matters more, the close of regular hours, all right? And, oh man, listen, I'm zooming out, right? Look, when you have two horizontal lines, it's called a channel, all right? And the one thing I kept saying was, look, I'm not going to draw a line in between these for a reason. I mentioned maybe something will happen around here and you know, this and that, but I did not draw a line in between this for a reason. And I mean, today today clearly shows why, all right? When you have green, 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 red, 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 green, green, like crazy gap up, crazy gap down, and literally crazy moments of just little ups and downs, that can happen, right? And again, when today's volume at 28 million was almost as high as the last couple combined. Now, clearly that's not the number. That's not true, right? Because like this one's almost 20, this one's almost 10. That alone is 30, right? So I do kind of take that back, but you get the point that I'm trying to make, right? When today's volume destroys all of the other ones, yeah, you're gonna fill the channel like magic. All right. So look, why did I sell today? Look, and again, I'm holding some. I actually said DWAC, sold about half. I'm still holding. Don't get me wrong, and I would love to keep buying more. For me, my problem is this. I am looking at a 98 RSI. I keep saying, and I mean, how many times does the word cool come in? I mean, a bunch of times, way too many. But like, cooling down, and look, I'm going to allude to this later. I can see the cool bringing a rush to the other ones, right? But DWAC, man, this is running crazy hot. I expect this thing to cool down. Now listen, I did just find out there is another caucus tomorrow. All right, there's another caucus, and it already has Trump winning by at least 20% or more. I think I saw Haley was like at the 30s. Jesus, I don't even want to give you my opinions of Haley, right? But I hope by the tone you can tell what I think of her. But it's hard to believe Trump's going to lose the next caucus. All right. And again, am I expecting the same craziness? Maybe not this. Dude, maybe yes, right? Like that. Yes is a very, very, very real maybe actually, but maybe not the entire like craziness. But yeah, look, truth be told, we have now destroyed all my lines and I got to draw the next couple, right? Do I think this is going to run to 100? Listen, I'm like, it's weird. I can't say no. I don't want to say yes because again, this is still a $49 stock, right? Like there's a lot that's about to happen at 52. There's seemingly a decent amount of resistance at 79, maybe even 69. Like I think there are more realistic targets to put than $100 or above, right? But hey, there's a lot going on. Clearly the rhyme is just running right now. You break all five and you fly, right? And I mean, that is what this thing is doing. So wow, yeah, this thing is pushing after hours right now. Dang, it is. And now look, am I sad that I sold? Listen, I'm not, all right? Because again, I still think that there's a shot that this thing comes down tomorrow by the end of close. I can see this coming back down to 44. I can even maybe see it coming down to like 38.50. All right. Now, again, I'm saying that as I'm still seeing this run up in the 50s right after hours. I'm telling you, for me, I don't put a lot of emphasis on after hours. Again, I kind of gave that caveat of maybe this one's a little too hot to like say it, but I think 44.50 is actually really realistic tomorrow. And if that's lost, we might come down as low, like I said, 38.50, maybe that 39.40. I just kind of clicked, give or take. And again, just for me, a lot of it is that RSI, right? Because as I zoom out, what were you? Dude, we've never been this high. Let me just draw a simple little line up here, all right? And you can see the green line's actually above this line. And I mean, we have basically never been this high on the RSI, okay? So it's just, it's crazy, all right? Again, I'm not here talking about memes and squeezes, all right? I'm trying to put reality into the silliness. I have to believe this thing's gonna cool down. If it doesn't, I kind of already echoed where I'm thinking this is going, right? And what I want to do is zoom in just to actually draw just a little bit better lines than I normally do. Again, I kind of just zoom out and go with good enough, but yeah, this one's a little crazy. So there's a couple that are obviously jumping out, right? I think I want to put one right there, basically half of this Wow, December 2021. Look how far back I'm going for the next line, right? So I'm sitting quietly because I'm not even sure what the next line I want to draw is. I don't think it's going to be the top of it. I think I'm going to go with that line right there. So the next two lines I drew were $57 and some change, and then $73 and some change. All right. I think for now, the first target should be that first number I just drew, 57. All right. I think above 57 is pushing it a little bit. Looking at the weekly, I think I can draw another line at 62, maybe $63. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to leave. I actually really like the lines I got right now. I think this is a pretty good review of DWAC. Look, there's some silliness going on. Legitimately, I am crazy bullish on this Donald Trump pump until the charts tell me otherwise. All right, like the man, whatever you think about him, the man is good at getting attention, and when he does, attention comes to other places. All right, so let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions. Oh man, this one's getting excited. Check out the Discord if you haven't. Again, never hesitate to disagree with me. All right, let's come into PHUN. Okay, it's funny. Funny. There's no pun intended there. Okay. It's funny because there's two places I want to start, and I don't know which one to start with. I don't know if I want to start up here with the moving averages or down here with the volume, and I think I'm gonna start up here. Okay. So one significant difference between PHUN and DWAC is PHUN is still within the lines. All right. What does that mean? Like, it has not escaped all 5 moving averages. Now, don't get me wrong. It closed up there once. It obviously closed above today. Like, I see that it's physically trying, but we on PHUN have not yet broken all 5 and flown. All right. Now, DWAC, on the other hand, has, right? Like, you can see, oops, zoomed in too much. That was dumb. You can see all 5 lines are right there. Boom, breaks all 5 and flies, right? So PHUN still can do some silly things. All right. Now, again, I'm not here talking about squeezes. I'm not here talking about, this and that. To me, there is some crazy technical setups happening right here. All right. I'm going to stay up here. Look at this 200 moving average. This purple line has literally never been touched since, what day was this? Since January, February, March, April of 22. All right. So a full year and a half for sure, right? Almost more than a year and a half, kind of rough numbers, whatever. A very long time. Okay. All of a sudden, we smash. We don't give up too many lines. We're actually riding the 8 moving average up, right? And then today we take it again. Look, if we can break the 200 moving average, this thing can still go, all right? There is a crazy little gap right here at 41. I don't think I'm going to draw that 52 line. I think 52 might be a little bit noisy, but I think from there, that from there to there, again, it goes back to DWAC, right? When the gap is big, yeah, sometimes I think to myself, all right, maybe I should draw another little line because there might be something else. To me, I don't know if this 50 something's gonna do it. I think it's gonna be this high 50 something, right? So that's why I'm not drawing the line with there. The next couple differences are down here, and I think the biggest one for me is the RSI, where I'm scared of DWAC's incredibly crazy 98 RSI. PHUN is actually at a really, really healthy 67, okay? PHUN just ran to a 95, smashes all the way back down and seemingly wants to go back up again, right? So I think the RSI difference is actually itself pretty nice to see, all right? Obviously MACD is positive, volume's just been nice, right? I even think this one crazy outlier over 1 billion, I'm almost ignoring it. I'm going to tell you why I'm not in a second, but I love these 3 days. these 3 days have consistently been, you can see that's the 500 million line. They have consistently been over 500 million shares per day. There are stocks that in a month, in a full, no holiday, 5 day a week, 4 weeks in the month, they will never get 700 million in the month. This bad boy basically just destroyed that, right? Like, volume is king, all right? Breaking moving averages is king. And I mean, this has moved a lot, but this might not be over, all right? Now, listen, there's a couple things I'm going to call out in terms of if this thing's going to go down. First off, we might just sit back at this 34-cent right here, because that's still the 200 moving average. Again, we get over it, can't confirm. We've now gotten over it. Can we confirm? I'm thinking yes, just because I like these things, right? But again, let me just show you the line, right? You can even argue the last time we really even touched the line was right here in March of 22, right? Obviously, April 22 is when we lost it, but since April 22, we have never touched the purple line except for the last two of the last 5 days, all right? The 200 is the last line for a reason. It's a very, very hard line to break. This is the Bowser in the Mario Super Games. Wow, how old did I sound right there? I snorted right there. The Mario Super Game, Jesus. I'm not that old, I swear, all right? I'm not that young anymore, too, but whatever, I digress. Like, I'm not here saying meme squeeze and this and that. This is setting up technically really nice. Break the 200 and fly. Otherwise, like I said, 34 cents is a realistic down. I also can see this coming down to 32 cents, okay? I'd be a little scared under 32 cents because I think if this goes below 32 cents, you might very quickly fall to 28, let alone maybe even the 25 line that I have right there, right? But I think as long as you hold 34, 33, 32 going into tomorrow, let the caucus do its thing. Again, I don't know if you saw it in the beginning, but there's another caucus tomorrow right here. It's on the Hill. Someone shared a link. Trump is already over Haley by almost 20 points. Let the caucus do the job. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I like this. Let's look at the weekly really quickly. Look, right, the weekly is very, very much lining up with this 41-cent line. It is actually exactly on it. It is. You can see over there the average 50, the 50 average on the weekly is exactly at 41 cents. If we smash 41, I'm glad I didn't draw that extra line because, yeah, we're going to come here. If not, my goodness, maybe even a 77 from there. Do I have a line above 50? Jesus. I don't want to draw a 77-cent line because I don't want you to have 77-cent dreams on a 36 cents. 59 cents is a big, big significant percentage, all right? So let's just stay with these two and we'll go from there. Damn, this was already 20 minutes. I'm going to stop right here. I will cover the other two in another video right now. All right. Hey, I appreciate you so much. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Thank you.